This is the story of my mom, Michelle Zimmerman, first finding out why she wanted to be an OT when she grew up. Knowing that you did all these immersion trips and knowing now your job as being an OT working with like disabled babies and helping them eat, do you think those immersion trips helped you decide your job at all in college, going into becoming like a medical worker?
Well, interesting enough, no, because I knew at age 16 that I wanted to be an occupational therapist. I worked at a hospital in the radiology department because I thought I wanted to become a nurse. And so I got to observe what nurses do, and after about a day or two of seeing what nurses do, I said, I don't want to do that for the rest of my life, because all that I saw a nurse do was clean up people's bowel and bladder accidents that they had, and it just didn't interest me. So one day, me and my girlfriend both worked at the hospital because her father was head of radiology, and that's how we got our jobs. And she didn't want to sit outside. I wanted to sit outside. I said, fine, well, I'm just going to go sit outside at lunchtime by myself because it was hot and I like heat. And so there was one chair open, and I went up to this table. I said, do you mind if I sit with you guys for lunch? And they looked at me and said, sure, that's fine. And lo and behold, it happened to be 6 occupational therapists that were on their lunch period. And I was like, well, what do you do at the hospital? And they're like, oh, well, we're occupational therapists. I was like, well, what's an occupational therapist? And it sounded totally up my alley, that it was like medicine, but you got an opportunity to be creative. It wasn't like a hard science in the sense of like physics and that. It just seemed to be more, you help other people, you help people overcome their medical. So I was definitely always interested in medicine of some kind. So I went that night and asked my mom if she could take me to the library. Went to Thornhill Library and looked up occupational therapy. And I was like, well, that sounds like a good profession. I like it. You help other people. You would make decent money. It sounded like it would be flexible to be a mother as well as work. And there was a lot of different opportunities. You could be a pediatric OT. You could do adults. You could do hand therapy. You could do work hardening. You could do skilled nursing facility. You could work at a hospital. You could work at a home care. You could work into someone's home.